I'm going to do another one of these what we've been eating for dinner videos. We are still eating from our pantry. We have just a whole lot of stuff in our deep freezer and in our pantry also. I know it's called the Eat from the Pantry Challenge, but honestly over here it's more of the Eat from the Freezer Challenge because we had a lot of stuff. I got out of some cheese that I had in the freezer. Did you know you can freeze cheese? It freezes great. You can use it in recipes just like normal. It doesn't affect it at all for that. So I got out some cheese. I found a package of old corn tortillas, and I had some ground, it was half beef, half venison that I had ground up. And I found a jar of spaghetti sauce in my freezer, and I'm out of noodles, so I'm going to use it for something else. Let me show you what I did with it. It's kind of hard to see, but I layered it in this big casserole dish. Layered all 4 of those things that I just mentioned. I didn't have any ricotta cheese, so my family's all a really big fan of sour cream. So I was like, well, we're just going to do 1 layer of sour cream and see what it's like. So whoop, I'm going to stick that in the oven, and that will be dinner tonight. I also have been roasting a whole turkey today. We were given a turkey around Thanksgiving time, and I've had it in the freezer, so I thawed it out and I have it in the oven right now. And I'm going to be using it to do week 24 from this book. Can you see that? Cook once, eat all week. Okay, tonight's dinner is from the cookbook that I talked about. So this is, it's the chicken Marsala recipe, but I had to change it a little bit because we are eating from our pantry this month, so I didn't have all the ingredients. However, this is the, well, it's turkey actually. This is the turkey topping that you can put on with spaghetti squash or rice. She had it only with spaghetti squash, and it was all mixed together, but since my family has different preferences, I went ahead and made a pot of rice so that they could choose what they wanted. I almost forgot to record our dinner tonight, and we are halfway through it. I made a roast in the Instant Pot. It turned out really good. Really good. And then at the very end, I added potatoes and carrots. I can link the recipe below that I used. I just made just a gravy from the leftovers, and then we have salad. Can you say hello, everybody?
Hello. Good night.
Right, Leo is eating leftover seafood that we brought home from our aunt and uncle. Is it good?
Yeah.
Good. Dinner tonight is quite a feast. We had some friends send us a taco meal. Isn't that wonderful? All this good stuff she brought over. Thank you, friends.
Thank you, friends.
All friends are welcome to do this.
That's right. We won't turn any friends down. All right, guys, enjoy. Okay, dinner is a vegetable soup using up more of that turkey that I cooked. This just has, let's see, onions, carrots, corn, peas, the turkey chopped up, and a small cabbage that was chopped in there. I just cooked it all in the broth that I made from the turkey. And I added some cumin, some salt, some pepper. Yum, yum. It's very good. We're actually going to a New Year's Eve party, and I'm bringing chili. So I just put this in the crock pot. I'm turning it on high so that it can get hot. I put in 3 pounds of ground beef. And I kind of make my chili different every time, depending on what I have in the pantry. So this time I put in 3 pounds of ground beef, 3 of these, 2 of these, and 1 of this tomato sauce. Sorry for the wiggly camera, I'm holding a baby at the same time. And then my kids don't like really spicy chili, so I put in probably a tablespoon of cumin, and then I'd say maybe only a teaspoon of chili powder, and then salt, of course, to taste. I added probably like a ½ cup of water because it just seemed a little thick. We like it thick, but I just wanted to thin it a little bit. And that's it. I'm going to turn on high and let it cook, and we'll top it with sour cream, cheese, whatever works. Tonight I have a roast in the crock pot with potatoes and carrots. So I just seared my roast real hot on the stove and then threw it in the crock pot. I went ahead and peeled these potatoes because you're kind of looking a little like, I don't know, the peels were not very appetizing. So I just put in the peeled potatoes on the bottom, put the roast on top, just with some salt and pepper and a little bit of liquid. I was out of broth, so I just did about a cup of water. Doesn't take much more than that. And then I peeled up just some whole carrots and threw them on the top. So that will be dinner tonight. Pardon the noise in the background. The boys are having fun. I made a pumpkin soup with a puree that I already had from my freezer. I just sauteed some onions, put in the pumpkin, and just let them cook till they were totally soft. And then I added some nutmeg and salt and a little carton of half and half. And that is this pumpkin soup. And then we acquired some brats, and so I cooked those up. I'm just going to chop them, and people can either toss them in the soup or eat it on the side. Okay, tonight's dinner is from the Cook Once, Eat All Week cookbook. So this is week 13. I made this sweet and sour chicken. It has pineapple in it and a homemade sweet and sour sauce. And then I have spaghetti squash for people who want that. And then I made a big pot of brown rice. The week 13 actually goes with a lo mein noodle concoction thing that looks really good, but I just didn't have all the right ingredients for it. So I'm just letting them put it over the rice or the squash.